What's up, everybody? Back for another vlog. It's dark as shit yet again, and but we still gotta get it in. Heading to the gym. Yeah, man. Instagram, baby. Good old Instagram. What would life be like without Instagram? What will we ever do? Man, I can answer that question for you. It'll probably be pretty peaceful. And I can tell you why. So they call it like a social media detox, whatever. I've gone through like times where I've just deleted the apps. Obviously I kept my account, but you know, stuff like Instagram, Facebook, I just got rid of it. I have Snapchat. I don't really ever get on it. I have a streak with 2 of my sisters, and then I don't have TikTok. I made a Twitter back in like 2015. I never get on it ever. Never like really posted on there. So I'm not like a big social media person anyways, but the big 2 are like Instagram and Facebook, at least for me, right? And I gotta tell you guys, like, when I deleted that shit, I felt so much better. So much better because, like, first of all, it freed up my time. Like, I'm horrible when it comes to like procrastination. Like, I'll be the first to admit it. I procrastinate a lot. And it always seems like time is going by faster. And what I realized was, like, no, we have a lot more time than we think. It's just we waste so much of it. Like, you would be amazed how much time we actually waste on the phone. It's actually crazy. And you know, I noticed when I deleted that stuff, I was getting, like, anything that was important that I needed to get done, I was just getting it done, like, so fucking fast. And it was crazy. I had a lot of time on my hands after that. So, but yeah, so if you want to try that, go ahead. I'm not gonna like make anyone do anything, but it's worth a try. I mean, you could try, like, you don't even have to try 30 days, you know, that might be like too much. Just try a week, try a couple days, just delete the apps, see what happens, see how you feel, you know, just reset everything, because we're not meant to get those constant hits of dopamine. We're not really meant to have that. So just give it a shot. But the main reason I wanted to like make this video is, like, we got to not be fooled by Instagram. You guys know, like, how people portray their lives on Instagram, and they're smiling ear to ear and they have so many friends, and they go on all these vacations all the time, and their lives are just completely perfect. They have so many people that love and care for them, and you know, everything is just perfectly fine. That's not true. So, you know, I've read both of David Goggins' books, and you know, something that always stuck with me in his book, his first one, was that, like, everybody has problems, right? Everybody has problems. It's just that some people are better at hiding them. And that always stuck with me, you know? And he also said that, you know, when it comes to, like, you having problems, like, people don't care. They don't give a shit. If anything, they're glad that you have them. You know why? Because misery loves company. And if they know that you're struggling, you have a problem, it makes them feel less shitty about themselves, because, you know, they don't feel as alone. So don't be fooled by what you see on Instagram, because all these girls that look like they're so happy on these vacations and they have millions of friends, if something happened, if they like ran their car off the road, how many of those people would actually be there for them? Or if they needed, like, you know, money or something, how many of those girls would be there? I guarantee you, like, you can't even count on one hand. They would try to get money off of a dude or something, somehow, some way. I guarantee you. Those girls don't give a shit about each other. They be the ones talking the most shit about the fucking girl, actually. Why do you think girls fight all the time? and then they're like friends again. And they just keep repeating that cycle. It's actually like, obviously it happens all the time in like school, but like, bro, it happens in adulthood too. Like, they're not as happy as they seem, I promise you that. Like, they're all like, there's so many of them on freaking psych meds and antidepressants and mood stabilizers and all this other shit, man. Like, they're all just like, oh my gosh, they're all like, so many of them are mentally ill, you know. And of course they never feel well. Like, if you're physically ill, you're not going to feel well. If you're mentally ill, you're not going to feel well. And so, like, you know, it's really important to like screen these women out and to make sure, or even just like people in general, like if you're just looking for friends, you got to screen them out and really figure out who they are before you just welcome someone into your life. Because people can wear a mask and hide themselves really good, man. Especially covert narcissists, bro. They are the best at that shit. But yeah, it's like, I don't understand, because like the people, you know, it's interesting, the people who you probably wouldn't think are the happiest, like, let's just say they just don't post much on social media, or they look like they live such a simple life, right? Those people, man, are actually the happiest people, because they're living their lives, they're enjoying it. They're not like trying to put on a show for everybody on Instagram or Facebook, or like, oh, look at us, we're the most happily married couple ever, or I'm father of the year. Like, no, it's almost like these people are so unhappy that do all those things because they spend all their time and energy trying to figure out how they could make themselves look even more happy or more impressive to everybody online. So much so that they're not even learning themselves and who they are, what makes them happy, you know, what do they like, and they're not working on themselves to become a better person, because they're so wrapped up in just putting on a big show for everybody else. And you know who gets left behind? Themselves. They don't even know who they are. If you ask them like, hey, what do you like to do for fun? I guarantee you they're just gonna stand there and be like they're not gonna know. These people have no lives, but they want you to think that they do, and you cannot be fooled by that. Men or women, you know, men or women. I just noticed women do it like 10 times more, especially like the younger ones. Seems like they're on a fucking vacation like every other weekend, and I'm just like, dude, I have a full-time job, and I don't even know how I could afford just like one vacation a year. Like, how the hell are they going on all these vacations? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know, then they're going to all these concerts, and oh man, it's just crazy. And it's okay to have fun. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing to have fun, but what I'm trying to, like, the message I'm trying to get across is like, don't look at that on social media and think that that's normal, or think that like you're not living it up, or you're not living a good, enjoyable life because like you're not going on a freaking vacation or concert like twice a month, you know? That's not even realistic, dude. And a lot of those people don't even have bills. They live at home still, or they're in debt. Like, trust me, it's not all what it seems to be, I'm telling you. So, and we all gotta pay that back. Nothing's for free. I mean, so, you know, if you want to live it up in your 20s and not put in the work, you're gonna have to pay that shit back later on in life. Just like if you spend a bunch of money, you're gonna be in debt, and you're gonna eventually owe that back. Like, that's just what it is, you know? But if you put in the work, and you surround yourself with the right people, you screen the right people out, not only are you going to be successful, but life is just going to get easier as you age, because you're setting yourself up for success. You know, you're not falling into the trap of like, no, well, my 20s should be fun, so let me do this. Like, bro, there's a balance, you know, between work and play. Like, I have my fun days. I have my days where I relax and do nothing. I have days where I enjoy spending time with family, you know, or like doing hobbies that I like. You have to, like, but there's also, but most of the time, you know, I'm putting in the work and I'm trying to become better. That's what you guys have to do. And when you just like, when you're not so like fixated on what everyone else is doing, you learn so much about yourself. Like, it's crazy. You save so much more time. You can get a lot more done. And I'll tell you another thing too, like, as I'm like getting near the end of this video, this is another important point too, right? When you do that, don't be one of those people that are like, that make a post about it, right? Like, hey, I'm deleting Facebook in 2 days. Anybody that wants to message me, do this, do that. Like, bro, you're just doing it for attention at that point. You think anybody gives the actual fuck that you're deleting Facebook? No. They could care less. If anything, it makes you look more goofy because you just look like you're craving attention. Like, don't do that shit. But what I'm saying is, like, if, okay, let's say you like delete Instagram or Facebook, get rid of the apps to just take a break. Or maybe you just get on, like, you have enough self-control to where, like, okay, I'm only gonna get on like 30 minutes a day or 1 hour a day, and this is my slot. Let's say you do that, right? You're gonna find out real quick, man, who is really on your team and who's not. Who's checking in on you, you know? Who wants to see you win? Who wants to see you succeed? You're gonna know really quick, man, when you freaking take those blinders off and you're just not doom scrolling. And I'm telling you, man, you could see everything. It just becomes so much more clear. Like, it's actually wild. And yeah, you're probably going to be a little disappointed at first if you're not expecting it, because you're just going to probably not have that many people like hitting you up or checking on you. I'm just being completely honest. But you know, that's cool too, because who would want fake friends anyways? I sure as fuck don't. I said this before, I'll say it again, and I'll die on this hill. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. It's facts. Think about that one. But all right, I'm here, ready to work out. See y'all in the next video. So have a good weekend. Peace.